So back in 2009, my son, who was 8 weeks old at the time, my third son, was diagnosed with cancer at 8 weeks old. And with us having two older boys at home, they were 5 and 2 at the time, realized just how much attention goes on the child that's sick, as it should, but how left out they felt and how in the shadows they were during that time. All of our attention's being pulled to, care for our son that's sick, while they don't really always understand what's going on. And so I think sometimes siblings can be unintentionally forgotten. And we just, in that moment, realized, especially once we realized that Cooper was going to be okay, that we needed to do something to help other families, because there really wasn't a whole lot of resources to provide for the siblings at that time. And we just found ourselves looking for ways to help explain what was going on, just to remind them that they were important too. And so that's really what gave us the idea to begin the foundation, so that we could do something to provide support to families, but especially the siblings of children with cancer. The child that's sick gets so many gifts, toys, attention, all that, while the brothers and sisters are sitting there just, what about me, And that can lead to a lot of emotions for those siblings, whether it's fear or jealousy or, loneliness. There's just so many things that you don't even think about for them. And so we wanted to do something just for them that would support them in the way that they were feeling and help parents be able to explain what's going on. So we came up with what we call the Courage Kit. We worked with some child life specialists at Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's. So we developed the Courage Kits, which have evolved over the years. Basically, they get it's a knapsack. The blue ones are kind of the older kids and teens, and then the younger kids are the green. But what happens is they get those. I'll show you a few things inside. So this is brand new, actually. It is Coco the koala that was developed just for Cooper Trooper Foundation, and it goes along with this book, Courage from Coco's Pouch. So basically this is a story of a little girl named Poppy whose brother had cancer, and it walks through different emotions she's feeling as a sibling, reminding her it's okay to feel that way. She has a stuffed koala named Coco. So they get the book and the Coco in the kit, but on each side there's different emotions on each of the emojis, and then a little pouch that they can stick them in. And it's really meant to be a resource so that younger kids, especially who have trouble expressing how they feel, can maybe use these instead and pull out, this is how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling jealous or sad or whatever it is. So this goes in the younger ones. They also get a courage medal for being such a courageous sibling. They get awareness bracelet, a journal for themselves, and then Beads of Courage has partnered with us to do these really awesome bead kits, and it actually goes along with a story, and it's designed specifically for siblings so that they can create their own beads. They would get a t-shirt, maybe bigger than this if it's a bigger kid, sticker. I'm trying to think what else we got. Oh, and then this is the book for the older kids and teens. It's called Jamie's Journey, and it's really got, a journal, some activities and different things in it, along with a story that really they can relate to better as an older child or teenager. And then just some, parent resources basically in there. And those kits they can be mailed directly to the sibling at their address. If someone goes on our website and fills out a really quick form on there, it's so simple. What size t-shirt, how old are they, where does it need to go to, their name. So that way they actually get a package in the mail, and that's really cool for them. I hear so many times from parents how they appreciated someone thought of their other children. We're super happy. Like, I can't believe somebody gave me something just for me. And it really makes them feel special, which is exactly what we want to do. And they're really just meant to be a resource for the parent to be able to, remind them that they're important, they're special, and they're just as much a part of the family and as important as they were before the diagnosis. Then along the way, we realized the lack of funding for research for childhood cancers. So we, at that time, started a fund that's actually a childhood cancer research funding. We've now given $435,000 to that. And that's really because of our primary fundraiser, the Pumpkin Patch in Cool Springs. The first year we did it was 2010, so this year will be our 14th annual Pumpkin Patch. Started with maybe a half of a tractor trailer truck full of pumpkins, and people didn't really know what we were. Are y'all with the state troopers? All these questions, and it's grown. We now get usually around 5, maybe 6 truckfuls. That equates to a whole lot of pumpkins. And it's strictly run with volunteers. We used to do it for a whole month. We've now cut back, and we really start like middle of October. And really just volunteers come, they help. People come up, and it's amazing to me, and I think it's just the area that we live in, that over half the people that come up the steps to see what's going on have never been there, have never heard of us, just with new people, moving to the area and that kind of thing. But it has become our primary fundraiser. It takes a lot of work to pull it off, but it's so worth it, just to be able to share what we do for Cooper Trooper, and it's just a great opportunity to be able to let people know about what we're doing. 100% of our profit, after we pay for the pumpkins, of course, goes straight into the Cooper Trooper Foundation, to our mission of providing courage kits, research funding for childhood cancer. So it's a fun time, become a family tradition for a lot of people. We always love seeing the same families come back. We call it Pumpkins for a Purpose, because it really is. You're buying a pumpkin that's gonna rot anyway. You might as well spend that money on a pumpkin and know that your dollar just went way farther than a pumpkin that's gonna rot.